All right, so tonight we're going to pull cards and we are going to, let me move this back a little bit. Tonight we're going to pull cards and tonight we are going to get an idea of what your soulmate would look like. Oh man. Comfortable shirt, but hate the way I look in it. What I mean is, we're going to pull some cards for anybody that wants them. And these cards are going to give us an idea of what your soulmate will look like. What their personality will be like, maybe what their zodiac sign is. You know, are they an overthinker? Are they good with money? All that fun stuff. Back a little bit. Pillow here. Okay. So yeah, that's what we're doing tonight. That's what we're doing tonight. Got a big old cup of evening coffee. Get your coffee, get your tea, get your tarot cards, and let's see. I'm starting to go live certain days of the week. I'm getting back to a schedule of going live Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So today is our live day. I keep hearing about this winter storm. I'm in Alabama. It's, I don't know, 48 degrees out. Or maybe the low is going to be 48 tonight. That's not even cold for Alabama. So, hi there, welcome in. I just got started. We're going to pull some cards tonight, and anybody that wants to get a glimpse of what their soulmate might be like, I'm going to show you how to use tarot cards to try to put the pieces together. Hi there, Rainfalls. Have you been to one of my lives before? What's your name? Where are you from? What's your zodiac sign? Hi there, Johan. Welcome in, everybody. My name is Joey. I'm an intuitive tarot reader, psychic, and medium. I do these live shows to just put out some good positive energy. I offer one card reading for free. If you want to go ahead and subscribe, like, do all that fun stuff, help the channel grow. But tonight I want to offer something even different, a little even more fun. A lot of us are single, so I want to show you guys how to use, Ten of Pentacles, how to use the tarot cards to get a glimpse of what your soulmate or what your specific person would look like if you're wanting to be in a relationship. Hey there, Amoy, welcome in, my friend. So we can use tarot cards to show, how you can look. For example, King of Cups. This might be somebody that's mature, older than you. Somebody that might be a Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. They're really good with their emotions. They're emotionally open and available. So that would be a personality trait, something to do with age, whatnot, because it's a king. So we can use the tarot cards to kind of put the pieces together and give you a glimpse of what your special person, what your soulmate will look like, what they'll be like, what their personality might be, what their character is. Lauren, and you're from Russia. Oh, welcome in, Lauren. Lauren, how old are you? I appreciate all the likes on the video. Subscribe, help the channel grow. I'm getting close to that 500 mark. 21, okay. All right, so what I do is I offer a one card reading for free to anybody that likes, subscribes. Okay, this card flipped around as I was shuffling. Ace of Swords. This is an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. This is showing, Lauren, that you have a new beginning. A change in your mindset. Maybe you've been really working and thinking about something, trying to work through a problem, come up with a solution. Maybe you're trying to change, I don't know, school, work, something like that. But the aces are about new beginnings. You're going to get a creative new thought soon that's going to take your life in a new direction. That's the Ace of Swords for Lauren. Okay, who else wants the free 1-card reading? But also, who wants to do the 3 to 6 cards, maybe even 9 cards, to try to give you a glimpse of what your soulmate will look like? For paid readings, I charge $5, $10, or $15 when I'm on the live, and that will either give you 3, 6, or 9 cards. Sure thing, Amoy. Oops. Amoy, you got the 3 of Hearts. I mean, the 3 of Swords. Are you feeling a little upset about something? Some disappointing news, possibly? Maybe just feeling a little overwhelmed right now? Interesting, Amoy, because the first card I saw was actually the 3 of Pentacles. So you got 2 3s here. Is this one a 3? And then behind that's the 6. I don't know. It could be something. You know, the 3 of Swords is sort of, it is the card of heartbreak and betrayal, things like that. But because these are the air signs, I know that if you're somebody that overthinks, like a Libra, it could just be, you know, maybe there might be something, you might be psyching yourself out, maybe doubting something, maybe just getting overwhelmed and letting your thoughts run wild. So I know that sometimes with the meanings, especially with some of these cards these days, when I read the card, I don't think of it as something that's actually happening. I'm thinking of it as more of a mindset. You know, the 3 of Swords in this sense could be maybe you breaking your own heart, maybe taking on too much, getting overwhelmed, and then all of a sudden, you know, your mind is kind of racing, especially because these symbolize the air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Not a prediction, just an energy that might be coming up. All right, who else would like a free 1-card reading in exchange for liking, subscribing, all that fun stuff? Who wants to venture out? Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Do you feel a little sad about that in a way? Maybe a little scared about the new beginning? Oh, you felt relief. Oh, then you know the 3 of Swords is saying that, you know, you're moving past what felt overwhelming to you. Because think about it, the 3 of Swords and then the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles is basically like you're coming together with people. So it's like you're leaving one thing and going to something new with new people, and it's going to be more grounded because the Pentacles are the earth signs. If the previous job was a lot of pressure mentally, this new one, and then the 6 of Swords is about traveling and going somewhere new. It could be that this this new job will be more of like a team effort, more of like working with people and feeling more confident, you know, by coming together, more of a team atmosphere. It was pressure. Yeah, I can see that. And then think about the 6 of Swords. That's about you finding that stability again with your mindset. The 6 of Swords is about traveling, going on vacation, moving locations, moving jobs. I hope somebody wants to do one of these soulmate readings with me. I really want to practice this technique I learned. Okay. So, Amoy, since you're my faithful friend on here, so look at what just flipped around. The 3 of Cups, celebration, and again, threes. Threes are all over you. Something big, I think, might be happening with you in March. And then King of Wands. I don't know if you're going to be meeting someone that'll be an older, mature, you know, fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. Maybe meet this person through work. But that's like 3 threes that have come up for you tonight. And again, 3, 6, 9. Keep an eye out for these key months, March, June, and September for you. Yeah, that's fun, right? That technique is fun. I wanna practice on more people, like, you know, one-on-one and even just on here. Oh, and then look at the video. 3 people and 3 likes. Threes are everywhere, Amoy. Tonight, threes are everywhere. All right, guys, it's been a good day. Supposedly there's some bad storm coming, but in Alabama, it's like going to be 48 degrees tonight. That's not even cold for Alabama. Yeah, look up the spiritual significance of the number 3. And if you're seeing 222, it's like a progression for you. You're going from 2s to 3s. All right. Did everybody have dinner? What did you guys have for dinner? I didn't do anything for dinner yet. I had tuna fish for lunch. It was really good. I have the stuff to make a meatloaf, but I might do that tomorrow on Sunday. Rice and fish, that sounds good. I have some tortellini, and I'm Italian, don't judge me, but to make a sauce from scratch is a lot. So I just bought a couple of jar sauces. Don't judge me. Not really. I don't think anything's going to happen in Alabama. It might just get cold, maybe a little icy. And, I don't have a job to go to right now, so I don't really have to leave. When I was living in New York and driving to work, when I worked for Time Warner Cable before it became Spectrum, I was 45 minutes, but it was mostly highway. And then when I got a job in the same area, but I lived a little closer, I was about 32 minutes from Blue Cross Blue Shield. And man, there was some nights leaving the job at this time of the day, 7, 8 o'clock, icy, dark, black ice everywhere. No, I lived in upstate New York. And one time I left, I think it was when I was working at Blue Cross. I left at, I don't know, probably 6:30, something around there. And it took me 3.5 hours to drive 32 minutes on the highway. There were cars everywhere, all over the road. It's usually people with Jeeps that think that they're invincible and they go sliding all over the road. I love cold weather, but I don't really care for snow anymore. When you're a kid, snow is fun. When you're an adult, have to drive in the snow, it's not so fun. Yeah, so I don't miss that, but I do miss the really cold weather. I like cold weather. So things are working out. Things are working out, I think I'm in a phase right now. Maybe you guys can agree. Okay, Amoy, there's something really powerful with your energy right now. These cards just flipped around. 6 of Cups and 9 of Cups. 3, 6, 9. You and I separately need to do our research in the 3, 6, 9 numbers because there's something really powerful happening for us. Every time you and I are on here these past couple of times, 3, 6, and 9 come out like crazy. What is the universe speaking to us? What is our higher consciousness showing us? The 6 of Cups, the cups of the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The 6 of Cups is that past life connection and finding stability emotionally and finding, coming to a place of like happy family, soulmate connection. The 9 of Cups is about wish fulfillment. So yeah, this is interesting. Is it just a message for the two of us? You're intrigued, Skulls? I'll be happy to pull a card for you. What's your first name, your zodiac sign, and where are you from in the world? Yeah, so these 3, 6, 9 keeps coming up. 9 is the wish fulfillment card. So it's like the universe is telling us right now, you with the new job, me with me trying to get a job, and the book being published, and also continuing to pursue my licensing. It's like this, the message to us is we're going to find a group of people, we're going to find people to work with. That's the 3, coming together with people in a community. The 6 is saying we're going to find stability in these career pursuits. And the 9s are saying that it's going to be a wish fulfillment for both of us. That's how I'm taking it right now. Christian, Aquarius, 24. Oh, you're from Jersey. Okay. All right. You're an Aquarius. Oh, my father was an Aquarius. I'm a Scorpio. Aquarians and Scorpios sort of butt heads. We don't think the same. Okay, what does Christian need to know? Christian, are you single? Do you want to try my soulmate cards? I have a technique I use to help people figure out what their soulmate will look like, what they'll act like, what their personality will be like. Yes, I feel like that's my big lesson in this lifetime, is this lesson of self-love. Christian, I'm going to get a card for you in just a second. This lesson of I don't have to prove myself to people. I don't have to sacrifice or shrink or be small or be something I'm not. I exist, therefore I deserve all the good things I've ever dreamed of. Christian, I'm not sure if you're looking for a job right now, but you got the Ace of Pentacles. This is new money coming in, a new beginning financially, right behind this money coming down from the heavens. And that pentacle symbolizes the earth signs. The pentacle symbolizes the earth signs Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. This is showing a new financial beginning, maybe a windfall of money. You know, maybe something coming to you unexpected, income tax, an inheritance, a gift. You know, there's a windfall of money coming and a new financial beginning if you're looking for a new job. When I worked for Blue Cross Blue Shield, the first 6 months of that job, I felt totally incompetent. Yeah, it's the corporate world is a mess, guys. I know you're young, Amoy. Christian here is young, but guys, the corporate world is a disaster. It is a disaster. The structure of the world that we live in right now, this is going back hundreds of years. A system was created where people with the means to do so harvested things, like let's say electricity, for example. And they said, okay, but we need people to actually get the electricity so that we could sell it back to the people. So they hired the poor people. They created the structure of the 5 days a week, getting the 2 days off, saving for retirement. The Great Depression happened, and that definitely put fear in people that is still in people's hearts today. And then it became this idea that as long as you have enough food to eat, as long as you have somewhere to sleep, because we had to do this for survival. Based on the history of humanity, this was done for survival. As long as you had a home, as long as your bills were paid, as long as you had some food, maybe a spouse and some children, and a little bit of entertainment, think Sunday football, you know, music, concerts, you were okay. But that structure created a world where very few people at the very top reaped all the benefits from the people like me and my family, the hard workers, the blue collar people. And the corporate world has now gotten to such an extreme. It's so fake, it's so phony, it's so ridiculous, where these people at the top want you to sacrifice your life, and if you happen to die on the spot in your cubicle, they will replace you within an hour. You know what I mean? And that structure is gone in every facet of humanity, just in America, but this is happening all over the world. That corporate world is crumbling because humans are waking up to our divinity, who we are on a soul level. We're coming to a place where we're going to start giving one to another out of love. You know, soulless corporations and factories that make our food, you know, the people that made this iPhone, there's no love in it. Let's see. Let me try to find you a question. Oh, Kate, I'm sorry. Oh, wait, I missed Kate's comment. Hang on, guys. Okay. Okay, so hey Jerome, welcome in, guys. I'm just talking about what I've been seeing as a psychic with the structure of the world, and so it's pretty effed up, guys. That you know these the structure we live under. You know, somebody with a company can take 700 acres of land, hire people to work that land, pay them a little bit of money, and then charge them for the fruits of that land. But if you look all over social media, there's people right now that are going back to a little house on the prairie way of living. You know, we're going back to people making things by hand. Do you know what I mean? No more soulless corporations feeding us garbage junk food that's made of chemicals. You know, home bakers, sourdoughs everywhere, people making candles and soaps, people making even things like hats, like leather goods. Think about the energy that goes into a small like a small business where the item is handcrafted by a human and not made by a machine in a factory. And then these corporations knew that, you know, we were making money now. People had day jobs, they could buy stuff. They sold us shit that broke very quickly that we had to buy more and more and more of. And it was like this endless rat race, you know, hamster on a wheel. Buying garbage products from companies. We work for these companies. They give us next to nothing. You know, we shouldn't have to work to earn 2 weeks of vacation. And then I used to work for Blue Cross Blue Shield. And can you imagine a health insurance company, whipping us, basically hammering it into us that when we work with our members, it's about the members' time and their health and their money. And yet when you have the flu and you're out for 3-4 days in a row, they want you to fill out a short-term disability. They didn't even offer sick days. How screwed up is that? I work for a major insurance company and you don't even offer me a sick day, but yet you want me to come to work sick and go above and beyond for the members? What am I getting? Yeah, I'm getting a paycheck and I understand that. All right, yeah, so guys, what I want to do tonight, I'm offering these paid readings, 3, 6, or 9 cards, $5, $10, or $15. I've been practicing a new technique where I can give people a glimpse of what their soulmate will look like. Looks, personality, zodiac sign, things like that. I'll give you an example. So if we pull a card like this, I'd say you may meet somebody that's a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, because at the Two of Wands, they might be somebody that's very, very even keel, very grounded and very balanced when it comes to their work and their home life, but also because they're holding the world, this is somebody that has big dreams. So that's how I would use the cards to give you a glimpse of your soulmate. But those are paid readings, $5, $10, or $15 for 3, 6, or 9 cards. If you just want the 1 card reading that I offer for everybody that likes the live, subscribes to the channel, I pull 1 card and give you a 1 card intuitive reading, just kind of off the cuff. All right, Jerome, Kate, who else is here? Okay, Izzy, what's your zodiac sign? How old are you and where are you from in the world? I'm Joey, I'm 46, I'm from Queens, New York City. All right, Kate, let me get a card for you. Oh, Kate, look, you got the Justice card. Things are working out for you, Kate. Things are working out for you. They're coming in your favor. Contracts may be signed. Business deals may go through. I feel like the Justice card for me is a card that says any wrongs that have been done to you, they're going to be righted soon. Also, Kate, remember, this is a Libra card. This is the card about balance. This is justice in your life, things working out for you. I take this as a good card. I just signed that contract to have my novel published with that small publishing press. Yes, Nicholas Tesla. Let's read this, guys. So 369, angel number meaning for manifestation, signifies a powerful message of spiritual alignment, manifestation, and divine guidance, encouraging creativity, optimism, and often linked to Nicholas Tesla. He was a fascinating person, huh? 369. As the universe's code, prompting you to use the 369 manifestation method to focus intentions and attract desire. Interesting. Yeah, that's what I feel like. Okay, speaking of relationships, this card keeps flipping out, guys, and showing itself to me. I'm a single person. I've been single most of my adult life, most of my entire life. And I keep getting the Ace of Cups, which is the card of new emotional beginnings, a lot of times associated with relationships and someone coming into your life that is emotionally balanced and will be a brand new, really wonderful, overflowing with love, peace, and joy relationship. It's sort of like a divine relationship coming down from the heavens, like a soulmate card. So if you're trying to manifest a soulmate, this card keeps coming out. And so if we got this card, when you were asking about a soulmate, I'd say your soulmate could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. Aces are about new beginnings. All right, who did I miss? Who wants the 1 card reading, or who wants to venture out and do one of the paid readings? $5, $10, or $15. The payment information is in the description of the video. Let's try the soulmate. If you're single, let's try to give you a glimpse of what your partner will look like. Unless anybody has a topic they want me to talk about. 3 people here and 6 likes. I'm telling you, 369 is everywhere right now. Okay, did I miss anybody? Jerome, you still here? Did I get a card for you yet? Let's see. I'm doing well, guys. I'm doing well. It's been a good day. I'm not really in an area to get bad weather. I wish it was colder. I think it's gonna be 48 tonight as the low. That's not even cold for Alabama. This card always comes out when I think of my soulmate, who I imagine has blonde hair, blue eyes. I see him as the sun, and I see me as the moon. How's everybody doing tonight? I wish there was a way to bring people on here live, like how we could do on TikTok. I don't go live on TikTok anymore, though. They kept restricting my page. Even if I didn't say anything, I was just sitting there for 30 seconds, I'd get a restriction. Yeah, definitely. Somebody definitely has a relationship coming in. Hopefully it's me. Six of Wands flipped around as I was shuffling again. Six of Wands is a victory card. Victory in work, but also if this is in relationship, it's a really positive sign that it's going to be a really good relationship. And again, it's a six. Threes, six, and nines are coming out nonstop. Maybe we're calling in the soul of Nicholas Tesla, asking him for some guidance. All right, guys, so what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Ooh, Capricorn. Scorpios and Capricorns get together a lot. Oh, it's okay. What are you guys doing on this Saturday evening besides hanging out with me in the magic hour? What movie? Friends of Benefits. Did I ever see that one? Is that like an indie movie? I think I saw that one. Is Jennifer Aniston in that? Catherine Keener? I started watching the TV show Charmed last night. I used to know one of the writers on that show. She was one of the writers for all the seasons. Oh, okay. No, yeah, I know the one you're thinking of. I was thinking of Friends with Money. I think that's the title of the one I was thinking of. I've been keeping up with that drama surrounding Blake Lively. I know it's a negative thing to watch all those videos, but I find human behavior fascinating. And I don't know why I'm invested in that story. That's a good idea. You need to just rest your mind. I'm so out of the loop with these things. Knight of Cups, Knight in Shining Armor. Welcome in. Who else is here with us? We're just hanging out, pulling some cards, talking about some spiritual topics. You know, loving life, feeling good. I wish I was more comfortable just sitting back like this instead of leaning forward. I don't know. I might shit a brick if that happens. I also have been seeing that name everywhere. I'm not even joking. I've been seeing that name literally everywhere. I'm not even looking for it. Like I get an email about a job. Unfortunately, it was one of those, which I might actually. So I told them I don't think the job is right for me because it's a 10. I'm stumbling now with my words. It's a 1099 contract job, but If it's a work at home job where it's the 1099 contract job and it's that whole selling insurance thing, it might be better than the local job, which, I don't have a way to get there right now because of the vehicle situation. So even though I told them I'm going to pass on the job, I might reach back out to that guy, Aaron, and ask him if he would just tell him, hey, I thought about it and, I'd like to give it a shot. He said they train you, they help you get licensed and everything. So I guess I could try that. But yeah, that name Aaron's been popping up everywhere. I forgot what the name means, and I don't even know where it came from. Oh yeah, because there was some model I used to follow, some swimsuit model named Aaron back in the 2015 era. Welcome everybody. Who else is here with us? We're just hanging out, pulling cards, chit-chatting. I took a nap. Oh, look at card again, Ace of Cups. I took a nap earlier, and in that dream, it was like I was lucid dreaming. I was in some neighbor's car. I was facing him like this, and he was facing this way, but the car was going this way. It was some person I never met. I don't know who this person was, and I don't know where we were going in his car. But I stopped and said, I think I'm dreaming right now. Oh, I don't know. I saw Sagittarius, but I just want to make sure that you know how old you are, where you're from in the world. I don't think I did give you a card, Izzy. Oh look, Page of Cups. These are the relationship cards. Tell me your info again, your first name, your zodiac, your age, and where you're from. Pittsburgh. From the north. Must be cold up there. And how old are you? $56. Okay, you actually got the King of Cups. A divine masculine energy, possibly Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. This might be encouraging you to tap into that rooted, grounded energy where, you're emotional, but you're in control of your emotions. Or it could just be symbolic of somebody in your life that is a King of Cups. Good positive energy around you. The King of Cups could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is an energy of someone that is older, mature. They're really rooted and grounded. They're okay being emotional, but the emotions don't run them. This would be my card as a Scorpio. Guys, I'm on the last episode of The Nanny. That's been a fun show to watch. Tonight will be the last episode of The Nanny. I've been binge watching. Thank you, Christian. I'm usually on here Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 7:30 Central. Come hang out again. It's nice meeting you. Well, it's not that cold in Alabama, so I'll be okay. I wish it was colder. I think the low is going to be 48. Marriage card, the card of contracts, marriage contracts, Page of Cups, somebody's getting married young. Maybe I should look for a movie to watch when I'm done with the live show. Maybe I should look for a movie. I don't know. Ten of Pentacles. Let's claim that money, guys. Claim that energy. Just a quiet night right now. Yeah, I grew up in Queens. New York City. These days it's the rotten apple. Good old New York. If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere. You guys just having a relaxing evening like me? Sometimes when it's relaxing like this, it's quiet. I'm single, so it's just me and my 2 cats. I'll have my evening coffee, maybe have some toast with butter and jam, and just relax and think about the day. And you have to say though, life could be a lot worse. But the fact that I'm in this apartment is, it's cozy, it's clean, it's got everything I need. My life is not in danger, I'm not like on the streets or anything. Like there's a lot to be grateful for. Even though I have big dreams and I'd love to live in a big home and be in love with a really good-looking guy and all that stuff, I'm content right now. You might find yourself waking up at 3:33, Amoy. 4:44. There was a point in my spiritual awakening where I was being woken up at those times when I was still doing my last day job. And I would take that time and really meditate. Lately, I've been staying up late, probably because I've had so much on my mind. I've been staying up late and waking up late. But that's all right. You know what? We're human. We don't have to live under these strict. One thing I found with New Age people is some of the things are like it's like a watered down version of religion. It's like a mix of New Age thoughts and religion. Okay, so they felt like they should give up drinking, and then they should give up, this and that, and then caffeine. It's like it's just it seems like it's a form of religion. Oh, you do? Oh, that's powerful. 444 is powerful. That means that your spirit guides are with you, leading you, guiding you, and that you're protected and grounded. So yeah, it's like this idea that you have to give things up to attain spirituality. Maybe there's a reason why certain people give up certain things, but I don't know. It makes it feel like it's just another form of religion. Just another form of religion trying to tell you, oh, look what card fell out. Just another form of religion trying to tell us, that you have to be a certain way to reach your divinity or to, be considered good or blessed. I don't know. I mean, I did stop eating those THC gummies. And I do feel better. I think what I needed to learn, though, is at that point in my life when I was, having a gummy to go to sleep at night, I was growing spiritually, but I was grieving that relationship. I was dealing with a lot. And so they did help me get through that. I don't drink either. That's just 'cause I don't like alcohol, though. But I had to come to a point where I realized that I could not have those gummies and still feel good and still feel joy and, love and peace and all that. I needed to prove to myself that it wasn't the gummies that would make me feel like life was great. I needed to prove that it was my spiritual growth. Life could be tough. Sometimes we need those things to get through life, though, to be honest with you. I never really liked drinking, though. My father was an alcoholic. I never really liked drinking. I know people that would drink like fish. I never got it. I didn't really care for it. Not my cup of tea. But clearly, I like to eat food. Food is my comfort. Food is my friend. I'm not giving up my coffee, is the whole point of what I'm saying. I'm not doing it. I already told my spirit team, I'm not giving up coffee, so go find something else. No, I only sleep late if I go to bed late. The past couple of weeks, I've been going to bed pretty late, like 1 or 2 in the morning, and then I've been waking up late. Today I really slept in though. Today I definitely slept in, and the cats were driving me nuts. But I finally had to get up and feed them. But today I definitely slept in. Prior to 40 years old, I would stay up really late and I'd wake up late. I didn't like getting up before 10 or 11. Once I hit 40, I became a morning person. Sometimes you gotta sleep though. Sometimes I go to sleep because I feel like when I sleep, I'm gonna get a spiritual message. Like that dream I had when I just took a nap earlier with the cats. That was a very weird dream. If I'm not watching the Blake Lively drama on TikTok, I'm also looking up conspiracy theories. Can I ask you guys, whoever's on here with me, question, do you believe that we actually went to the moon? You can call me a whack job all you want. I had my doubts before I was ever spiritually awakened. I was younger and I thought, I don't know if this is plausible. I'm not sure we did. You guys think aliens gonna make contact soon? That's another one. But aliens would just be, they would just be souls inhabiting a different life form. You know what I mean? And C for the moon? What do you mean? Like, oh, did we go on the moon? Like a yes or no card? All right, we'll do it. Okay, how are we going to do it, though? Okay. I've been asking my guides, and I can't really get a clear answer. What I feel, though, intuitively, is that a lot of those things were used as a way to control the masses. And I think maybe even a lot of the people that worked for NASA, they probably didn't even know that it didn't happen. Okay. Did you see that movie, Bugonia? Bugonia, that movie on Peacock with Emma Stone? Of course, she was nominated for an Oscar for it. I got to admit, that movie was wild. If you have the Peacock app, go ahead and watch that movie tonight, Amoy. The end in particular, it's like they say that the people that run the world, like they tell us things, but they put it in movies and books and stuff like that, and music. Yeah, go ahead and watch that movie. It's a wild movie. Okay, let's try this. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna pull. Okay, let's see. So it would be the higher card would be a yes, and the lower card would be a no. Based on this, I don't think we went to the moon. But I think it was a colluded effort to deceive the masses. That's just my thought. But listen, guys, I love a good conspiracy theory. Based on the Four of Pentacles, no. Based on the King of Cups, it was an emotional deception of the people. Probably motivated out of what they thought would be good for us. Some people believe that Area 51, that aliens have landed on Earth and left their ships and their equipment, and that by 2027 it will all be revealed that we are not the only life form out there, and that there will be connection with other species, other beings, other planets that will help humanity. I think human to be on Earth is the most difficult of all the incarnations you can have, and the one that every soul wants to take a stab at because it's so hard. Think about TV shows like Naked and Afraid, shows like Westworld. We come to this planet, we forget everything about who we are. We're born naked, we die naked, and it's just this wild free for all. But we're just playing a role. Like we're not you're not you and I'm not really me. We're the soul that's sort of like we're the person playing the Sims character, you know? Our higher level of consciousness is the one that's sort of navigating us in this matrix we live in. Oh, the Matrix movies. I need to watch those finally. Who else is on here? I'm just sort of rambling and chit-chatting with the Moy. Who else would like a free intuitive card reading? Thank you for the likes, the subscribes, the shares, all that fun stuff. I think I'm a little over 300 now, or at like 315, something like that. Close to that 500 goal, guys. I'm close to hitting 500 on TikTok. 500 on YouTube. I'm close to hitting not 1,000 on TikTok. Okay, let's see. Did we ever go to the moon? Yes or no? The star card would say yes. Or the star card is saying we haven't reached the stars yet. Who knows? Who even knows what the hell the moon is? I love the moon though. Ooh, 3 major arcana. Let's see. I know this. I know in the next little bit of time, a lot is going to be revealed about how the governments around the world have known about things like mindset work and energy manifestation. Those CIA documents are out right now. The next few years is going to be all about revelation. Humanity is going to realize just how much of the world has been kept hidden from us. Yeah, it's all going to be revealed very soon. That's why the system is crumbling. The system is crumbling, and people are going to start we're going to start discovering how much we don't know, how much has been kept hidden from us. Yeah, I think so. I think something's going on. Something that just doesn't make sense. More and more, I feel like we're living in a sci-fi movie. But it's all part of the game of life. We wanted to be here for this game. What a game it is. So if it is a matrix and we really are creating the life that we want by what we're observing, then I say let's have fun with it. Let's dream our biggest dreams, dream the most wild dreams we can come up with. And let's see if we can really create that. Let's see if we can really create that life. Some of this stuff is pretty wild to think that, I knew that I wanted to get another cat for Teddy so he'd have an animal companion. And I say literally because this is actually literally what happened. One day I thought, surely I can open up my apartment door, look to the left, and there'll be a little solid gray cat that needs a home. No joke, that's exactly what happened on December 27th, 2024. I opened my apartment door to get some air, looked to the left, and the first thing I saw was a little tiny gray cat sitting on the curb of the parking lot. Oh, she had to be, yeah. Yeah. So think about her. And I don't know how this happens with me, but sometimes I think about people and, well, actually, no, not with enemies. Well, there were some guys in my life that were enemies, but sometimes I think about them and something comes over me and I get a feeling like in my chest area that I do know them on a deep soul level and that it's not just this lifetime. And somehow I'm able to change how I feel and think about them. But yeah, definitely those people that drive us nuts, those are the soul connections. They agreed to be that person in your life. I know. It's a wild thing to think that everybody we've ever met, we know on a soul level. Isn't that crazy? You hold a grudge? I try not to hold grudges. I don't know if I ever held a grudge. There's one lady I think of that when I was going to this little Bible school from 2000 to 2003, my second year at the school, she came on as a new staff member. And I don't know. I didn't like her right away. She didn't like me right away. And she brought me to the office one day and accused me of writing. They had a suggestion box, and instead of asking me if I did this thing, if I put like these 25, 30 stupid suggestions, she just throws a piece of paper at me and says, "Do you think this is funny?" And I was like, "I don't even know what that is." She's like, "You wrote it." And I was like, "This bitch is what?" What? Even till this day, it annoys the shit out of me. Yeah, that is one lady. I have to try to find some love for that bitch. I'm just being honest with you. Her name was Ella. I wonder if she's still alive. If she is, she's in her 80s now, probably old and decrepit. I should try to find her. Ella something. I forgot her last name. Yeah, and the thing is, I was not the kind of student that would put suggestions like that in a box to be annoying. I knew exactly who did it, and I told her he did it, not me. And from that moment on, like, don't just accuse me of something. I was like a goody two shoes. But yeah, I see. And then because of her and something else, they ended up like expelling me for a few weeks from that school. Crazy, crazy, crazy. They put me on a bus and sent me to Alabama. And it was a Ten of Swords moment for real. Right before my birthday. They treated me like I was a criminal. It was a very religious, small Christian school, very controlling, very legalistic. That's okay. I forgive her. Who gives a shit? Well, I definitely went at it with her. I didn't sit there and take her shit. That's one thing I didn't do. She just didn't like me from the get. And I think about that connection. We were only in each other's lives for roughly 2 years. Roughly 2 years. And she did hug me one time when I was an intern. And I was like, "I think you hate me. Every time I turn around, you're just trying to, you're just looking at something, you're just trying to get rid of me." And she did hug me and said that's not true. She also never had children. She never had children. She married very late in life. Her whole life was her faith and working for these ministry schools and church. Interesting lady. Interesting lady. Yeah, it's a weird connection. I don't regret going to that school though. I did have fun there. That was a fun 3 years. I made some lifelong friends. I've really drifted from a lot of those people, especially now that I do tarot and things like that. They probably think that I'm working for the devil. But yeah, I think about those things and I'm like, yeah, you know what? That had to be a past life connection. Hey there, how's it going? Mr. Penguin, remind me of your name. Hardest 2 months. Yeah, sometimes there's just some people that, it's miserable. I did a job for a few months and the manager there that I was put with was a legit psycho. The company, I'll say the company name, is a company called Broadpath. Hey, Ian, this company called Broadpath Health Solutions. They didn't pay any money at all, no insurance, nothing. It was contract work. but call center work. And the supervisor I had was a stark raving lunatic. Quitting that job was one of the best feelings I've ever had in my entire life. Now that's somebody I still haven't reconciled might be a past life connection. I didn't really know him, only knew him through chatting on Teams and whatnot. But even after I put in my 2-week notice, he wrote me up one day and said, I know you're leaving, but it's business as usual, and you failed this quality score, so I have to write you up. And that was there. I said, you know what, Walter? Go fuck yourself, okay? Get a fucking life here. You're gonna write me up? Oh, okay, thank you. I'm leaving your stupid job, you asshole. Yeah, I guess I do hold grudges for some people. Let's get a card for Ian. But yeah, those are the people that are past life connections. I mean, you know what I mean? I think everybody's a past life connection. Or not, if not past life, they're a soul connection. You know, that was somebody that I met for a very short time. I only worked there for 6 or 7 months. It was probably the single worst job I've ever had in my entire life. It was nothing but stress, nothing but pressure. It was just, and for no money, for like $14 an hour, for nothing. No insurance, no PTO, nothing, because it was contract work. You basically had to work there for a year before you got any benefits. Ian, you got the Six of Pentacles, Earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. 6 is about being stable. You're finding that your finances are stable right now. You may be going to people for help financially that they're giving to you. This could be you finding that stability and also you giving back to people, being generous. Either way, the Six of Pentacles is a really positive card when it comes to finances and showing that you're very rooted and grounded right now when it comes to your finances. You're building that wealth. Some crazy connections in life, right? That manager's name was Walter. He used to always make very weird innuendos. I think he had a crush on me. He was a married gay guy. I think he had a crush on me. He would always make very weird, strange comments when we were talking. It was like he so desperately wanted me to accept him and give him attention, but yet he lorded over me like he was my master, like he was a king. And I was like, this guy's a fucking asshole. Get a life, dude. Is that terrible? Guys, I might be spiritually awakened or awakening, but I'm a Scorpio and I'm from New York. The guy was a fucking weirdo, okay? He was an absolute weirdo. He wasn't my type, and he had no personality. He was a legit stick in the mud. He was erratic. He was crazy. He was just nuts. He was bonkers. The dude was totally bonkers. Let's be honest with ourselves. I heard somebody say one time in some new age podcast or whatever that, and I don't think that this is real though, because this can't be real, because that's chaos, that sometimes when people meet, each of your spirit teams, your spirit guides don't get along. But I don't think that that's true, because that makes no sense. If they're in the other dimensions, if they're in the spirit world, there's no not getting along, because not getting along is human. That's Earth. So you tell me my spirit guide might not like your spirit guide? That makes no sense. Like, that's a very earthly way of thinking. If that's true, then my spirit team couldn't stand his spirit team. That's so funny, right? But that's too, like, earthly. Like, that makes no sense. You know what I mean? Because in the other dimensions, it's nothing but love, peace, and joy. The animosity and the separation is on Earth. So that wouldn't make sense that the spirit guides don't like each other, because aren't they a higher level of consciousness than us? Aren't they more advanced than beef with each other? Oh boy, look who just came out here. My fat cat, right at the 1 hour mark exactly. Guess who wants some crunchy food? Let me show you guys my cat. Come here, Teddy. Come to Papa. Oh, here's my baby. Oops, here's my little fatty. Teddy, come on, calm down. Okay. He's acting like, if you want crunchies, okay, no crunchies. He used to let me hold him like a little baby, and now I can't do that anymore. He doesn't want to be held anymore, guys. I know, Teddy. You're so cute. All right, guys. I'm right at that 1 hour mark. Tonight's been fun. It's been real. I'm glad I came on. I'll be back on Tuesday night for some more chit chat, tarot, all that fun stuff. You okay, Teddy Bear? You okay, Teddy? You okay? I'm trying to get him to meow. You okay, sweets? He's purring right now. He's not a very loud cat. You want some crunchies? You want some crunchies? Yeah? He's rubbing his face on the coffee table. You want some crunchies? My little fatso. I guess I should give him some treats. And I might make myself some tortellini with that jar sauce. And then watch the series finale of The Nanny. All right, I binged that show. I got to find a new show to binge. All right, I'm going to hop off here. It's been fun, everybody. Thank you for hanging out with me. Guys, I'll be back Tuesday night, 7:30 Central. This is Joey with Joey's Magic Tarot. And remember, guys, we have the magic within. I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye now.